y'all, going live. Okay, now we're live. Going live while I feel like it, and plus I'm waiting on my lift anyway. What I like to do is, as a quick festival tip, and if you know things are going to be crowded and you know how Lyft and Uber like to jack up the prices, the best thing you can do is reserve a ride in advance. Particularly, even if you wait to the last minute, sometimes it'll give you the option to say, okay, do you mind waiting for 45 minutes to an hour? I won't even say that long. But anyway, do you mind waiting for a certain period of time? It'll go down. But you got to catch it though. And you got to catch it at the price that you know is fair for where you're going. So, I like to check back if I haven't made an advance ride prior to leaving home and say, okay, let me keep checking back. And then once you get to around that price range that you feel like is valid, then you pick a safe spot and you wait. Right now I am at Shake Shack, which is the entrance to where One Music Festival was. And I am tired. And I did not spend all day at the music festival. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Unless I have like assigned seating, I don't spend all day at music festivals that are outdoors, unless they are more organized and they have those assigned seats. Now, what comes to mind when I'm talking about that would probably be Essence Festival. Essence Festival, you knew that you were going to see several acts. I still personally recommend showing up based on whoever it is you're trying to see. And I kind of gauge it. Like if there's somebody who's like early afternoon or earlier in the day, but they're not that important, but everybody else is kind of lumped together in, say, the evening, then I just go ahead and wait till the evening because, probably that other person, it would have been great to see them, but it isn't a big deal. So that's how I feel. Let me see what other tips. I would say if you're going to do an outdoor festival that does not have assigned seating, if you can afford it or make payments, girl, Klarna and all that stuff is your friend. I don't care, what other people think. You do what's best for you. But try to get the advanced areas whenever you're going to a festival like a VIP. I really didn't see the point in doing platinum, but you could have. But platinum kind of has like this little designated area, but so did VIP. VIP kind of had a lounge, so I don't know. But anyway, try to do that because for One Music Fest, it was already chaotic getting down to the VIP area. I cannot imagine GA Plus, which only had one primary entrance for those people, and then regular general admission. Girl, it was so crowded. People were so packed. It was so far back. It was ridiculous. If it wouldn't have caused any kind of issue or me bumping into somebody, I would have actually videoed how deep and crowded and far back these people are. But to each his own. Some people are not bothered by that. So that's what I would say. But here it is, girl. You ready? I have to drop the phone. Overall, One Music Fest for me gets, I don't know. I want to say a 4 out of 10, but because a lot of the artists that I saw even coming in the evening were lit, they might get a 5 out of 10. I'm going to keep it real with you. I would think long and hard about doing this one again because, first of all, the cons, right? If you're waiting on food, which, by the time I come, I'm only here for a few hours. So I eat before I come and then I grab something at the end if I feel like I'm going to wait a while. Hence, the mac and cheese stuff. And it ain't good and it's not seasoned. But anyway, my advice to you is I wouldn't do One Music Fest because of the fact that people waited in line 45 minutes to an hour for the food trucks. I'm concerned about my digestive system. Allegedly, somebody could be cooking something and because they're trying to sling it out there, it might not be cooked well, allegedly. I don't know. Not sure, but it would not be my idea to be eating something where people are trying to shove things out and you're still having to wait an hour, 45 minutes to get your food. So that was a little bit on the rough side. Okay, second of all, another con, and I get it's festival-ish, but it's a whole lot of people selling stuff all around. I don't see anything wrong with supporting small vendors, and I think that's great, and you should, but I also feel like it became very much so about some of the vendors, you know, instead of like just sponsorship in general. Like when you go to certain concerts or even an Essence Festival, there is a separation between you going to a specific center where you can get free stuff and you can get make purchases versus like, you know, you're at the festival, you're at the music portion and you're making purchases. So I mean, that wasn't horrible, but it was just a lot. And I think, and you come in the door and they're like trying to push you to buy. It's a lot. And then what's another con? Oh girl, I feel like they run out of water too quick. For VIP, the water was free, so that's a good thing. But it gets tacky on a Sunday because of the fact that when you're asking for water, all of a sudden they don't have any more because, you know, they're not restocking. Even though like water should last all the way until the end of the festival. You know what I mean? If there's a main act occurring, you shouldn't run out of water before the main act. So I don't know about that. So yeah, it was a bit chaotic for me. Not my cup of tea. Oh, my lift is coming, so I might have to wrap this up. Okay. Then here's the next thing. Here are the pros. The pro is love the wristband. You can attach whatever card to it. I don't like things going directly to my bank account. My advice is that you have like a dummy card on file, and then the fact that you could just tap your wrist and pay for things, that was a safe ordeal in my opinion. I still bring whatever I need to and make sure it's deep on me in order to avoid, you know, some kind of transactional issue or whatever. So that was a positive thing. And then most importantly, the talent was awesome. Now, my favorite acts were probably the guys tonight representing ATL. Oh, my driver canceled. They're so lazy, child. Anyway, were the guys representing ATL, like the T.I., the Waka Flocka, all that stuff. Janet was number 1 on the list of being bomb.com in her performance. And Little Kim was good. I enjoyed Little Kim. Kendrick Lamar, I don't know. I had to run from one stage to the other because he started at the same time as T.I. and all of them were finishing up. He gives skater vibes, you know. He's a more relaxed performer at the festival tonight. I've seen him in concert like 5 years ago, or yeah, 2018ish, something like that. To me, it felt like it told a story. Tonight it was a little different. You'll see some of the videos I posted. Kind of got some shots, but then I also was like running to him too initially, so some of the videos are off, you know. But the talent was good. Here's another con about music festival. They lie about how many people are going to come and this and that. They'll tell you all these people are coming, and really there's a bunch of pockets, you know what I mean, of just a few acts. So to me, Janet made up for that. I would say, you know, the 50 years of hip hop made up for that. So all in all, it wasn't bad, but I just say, you know, they need to be clear about what it is. Hi, Jimmy Joe. I appreciate you tuning in. They need to be clear about what's allowed, what isn't. Some of the chairs, what the Music Fest chairs were allowed at the end instead of in the beginning. And I just feel like, you know, the communication was off. And the security people at the front, they're friendly. They were good. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like they could have checked a little bit more thorough, but they did pretty good though. So all in all, like I said, the music festival, I'll give it a 5 out of 10 because the conversation is, conversation. Sorry, y'all, I'm tired. Because the performances were very decent, you know, but it's a bit chaotic for my liking. The festivals that I attend, you have a designated seat, you know, there's bars, you know where you're going, what you're doing, you're not running here and thither. But I do like the fact that they had it in late fall. All right, guys, I gotta go figure out where my lift is. If they cancel again, I might come back on live. I might think of some more things and have other thoughts, but I want you to know, live, love, life, do you. I actually was trying to sell my ticket, but when I got out there, I actually had fun, so it's all good. And you know how Atlanta does, honey, with all the black things going on. All right. And I just got to notice that he's here. Talk to you later. Bye, Jimmy Joe. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.